Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. Like the title advertises, I will give you 4 tips on how to land well in Season 13 with the ranked rework. And these tips are not to be taken as rules, but as a guideline so that you can have a possibility of a great game each time. Now let's get into the video and stay to the end to get a bonus tip. Tip number 1 is to land near crafters. Stormpoint is much bigger than Kings Canyon and it has more crafters, so there's less competition for the same one. With the season update, you can only get R3 ones from crafters, as you remember, so your teammates are likely to want one, or maybe you want one. Another reason is that with rank being about squad placement, you're going to need to be kitted out with health items or whatever is in the daily and weekly rotations of the crafters. The second tip I have for you is to drop near or at a named location. I say this because there are many small, tiny places that lead to more houses with loot, but you're going to spend more time looking for less loot if you go to the smaller places. If you were to land at or near, like really close to a named location, you get loot quickly, you go in, and you find more loot close together in other named locations and smaller places. After 2 comes 3, and tip number 3 is to not be afraid of going to the edge of the map as a landing spot. There's nothing wrong with the more central places of the map, don't get me wrong. But when I go farther out to the edge, I find myself less contested, which means I get more loot for my team, which gets done quickly, and we move on to find kills into the center and have a good time. The last tip is pretty important. I need you to recognize that early KP isn't worth anything, specifically risking your life for KP that doesn't do anything in like the landing part of the game. It's just not worth it. I'm not saying you can't go with another 1 or 2 teams, or you can't kill people early on if you want. I'm saying that you shouldn't go to a location with many people just to get kills. You risk losing RP for you and your team on KP that won't give you anything for a landing drop. Thank you for watching to the end, and for that I'd like to give you a bonus tip. And this is an optional tip, but can be helpful. That is that you can land at a location with a robot death box. Sometimes you need to stock up on ammo early, and robot boxes are a great way to do that. They also give you supply chests with attachments, backpacks, and knockdown shield. So robot boxes are great for perfecting your loadout. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from these tips, and I'm going to ask you to subscribe and like the video. It helps the channel and the video a lot. Peace!